All right, in this chapter, we're going to talk about how to add units or whole good items to your major unit inventory. That can be done in a couple different ways. For this video, we're going to talk about doing that using a purchase order. In our next chapter, we'll talk about how to add units when you're not using a purchase order. All right, so in order to use a purchase order, we have to go to ordering. And once we land on our major unit management page, we can see over in our left-hand collapse menu, we have an ordering option. If I click that, I can see a list of invoices or POs that are in progress. And in progress means I'm still working on building them. If I want to create a new one, I can come up here, give it a PO number, maybe, Quinn CF Moto. I can pick a manufacturer, CF Moto. I can set a flooring plan if I've set that up in DX1, a description. I can pick my order range. In this case, let's go to December. We'll make it really easy here. Once I hit save, it's going to ask me for what units it is that I'm ordering. So I'll click search and I can find a particular model or models. In this case, I'll just pick one for demo purposes. I can come down here. I can put my order quantity. I can click save. I can also come in and put in my order confirmation and click save, etc. And that will end up creating a PO for me. I can also print a copy of this if I want to see my changes or make a copy that I can file away there. So you can see that we can do that. And once we've done that, we can now see that it's an open order. We processed it, we put in our units, we put in our confirmation number. So what's going to happen is now I can receive with a PO. And when I come over to this list, I'll see a list of purchase orders. Okay, so I can click, I can open the purchase order, and I'm expecting to receive units. Okay, so maybe I'm getting my first one in November. I can click this here. I can change my order date if I need to, which I'm not going to do. Otherwise, I can just click the record here and open up my major unit receiving tab where I can now come in and put in the invoice information I need to and start to receive the unit. It's got my terms. I can add in a VIN. It'll assign a stock number, an engine number. Here's where I can add in any particular like of invoice costs or anything I need to make to change to the unit. Maybe I want 500 freight and setup here. Either way, I can go ahead and hit save. Oops, I gotta select my flooring vendor. We'll go ahead and put CF Moto and then I'll hit save. And so now I've received that unit and we can tell because the calendar has dropped away. Now another month goes by, I can come in, I can also click this unit right here, do the same thing, give it an invoice number, pick a vendor, CF Moto, we can give it a VIN, it'll assign a stock number, engine number, we can set in our costs like we did last time, and we can hit save. And at this point, we now have received both units of the Z4C10-4 off of the PO. And when I come back here and I come to my major unit management, you can see my POs cleared. And when I come to my inventory list and I go to CF Moto, I can search and I can see my 2 units that I've added receiving using a PO. So it's not a very hard process. It's a great way to kind of have everything built in to speed up the process if you have order confirmations. So make sure if you're somebody who receives units in inventory, and even if you're not, you make sure the person that does can see this video so they can see one of the 2 different ways you can receive units into inventory. And in this case, it was using a purchase order.